friends, Sigma Beauty is having a spring sale, so I decided to sit down and show you guys almost all the Sigma Beauty products I have, give you guys some recommendations, just do my makeup and answer the question, what products should you look into? So if that sounds good to you, just keep watching. Okay, so I have been a big fan of Sigma Beauty for quite some time. I just realized I still have my foundation on. I was going to film myself blending it with the Sigma Multitasker. I really like this brush. They have a brush called the F80, which is like their famous foundation brush, which is a flat top. But I love the Multitasker because, true to its name, it's great for blending foundation. You can also use it for powder, concealer. I really love it for cream products, and they have quite a few versions of this that have come out in collections. So I have quite a few of them, which I'm not mad about at all. I just love how the brush is cut here at a slant. So I just was going to film myself blending this out with my Sigma Multitasker brush. But I did get an email that they're having an event, and Sigma is one of those brands that does really good sales quite often. And I think I've always wanted to make a video, kind of like the mother of all videos, kind of showing you my collection, doing a look, just kind of telling you a little bit about my history with Sigma. So I've had a bit of a lull in new product, which is so nice. And I thought, why not? Let me try and quickly film this while my kids nap. So if you're in the market for good brushes, I know I've mentioned many times back in the day I couldn't really afford Sigma brushes. They were so pricey. But if you are able to snag them on sale, or if you want to invest in brushes, they're definitely great quality. These are synthetic brushes, but they do have a 2-year guarantee. And so if you have any issues with them, they will replace them, I believe. I'm not sure about the exact wording, but I know I've had a lot of these brushes for over 2 years and I haven't had any issues with them. So they're really worth the investment. I've had eyeshadow brushes. I have eyeshadow brushes. I've washed them. I've sprayed them. I've done all kinds of things to them and I haven't ever had a problem. They're also really soft. So yes, the price may seem steep at times. I totally get it. But also if you want to invest, you can score good deals if you keep your eye out. So that was the Multitasker brush, and I was just using the Ilia foundation. Now I did use their color corrector. This one is not part of the sale, but I just have it in the medium to dark shade, so I did decide to use it today. Okay, so another product that I have from Sigma is their Tint and Tame Brow Gel. I usually use the Patrick Ta one, but I do switch up with this one too. I will say I don't have a ton of thoughts on this brow gel. It does the job. But I'm also not super duper picky when it comes to my brow gels. I do like a clear one with a lot of hold. So that's why I always reach for the Patrick Ta one. But the Sigma one is fine too. Now a product I cannot live without from Sigma is definitely the Ignite Eyeshadow Primer. I just purchased one literally with my own money just so I could have a backup because I just never want to be without this. I really want them to make other shades of this particular product. I would love a white and a black. Listen, if the Sigma Beauty team is listening, I'm just putting in some requests, but usually either you'll see me blend this on camera or I'll come on camera with this already on my lids, but I use this pretty much religiously with every look. I don't think I use any other eyeshadow primer other than every once in a while I'll throw on a white base if I'm playing with like a pastel palette, but that's super duper rare. I also honestly feel like if you want to even out your eyelids, this is a fine product to just wear on your own. I wouldn't call it eyeshadow, but if you want to just, you know, make your eyelids look all one color, you can just throw that on really quick and it blends out super easy. They also offer it in some metallic shades. I know I've had metallic shades in the past and I've tried them, but I'm really not the biggest fan of eyeshadow sticks anyway, so it's not really a go-to product of mine from Sigma. Okay, in preparation for this video, I did go around the room and grab all my Sigma stuff. So I did grab my Sigma bronzer shade. This is the shade Dark, and this is their matte bronzer. I think they have 4 shades. This is the 3rd shade, I believe. So I use this one. I will say it's not my absolute favorite bronzer. It is very pigmented. I prefer something a little bit more gentle, but it does the job. I have it. I want to make this as many Sigma products as I can, so I'm going to go ahead and use this guy. And then my go-to bronzer brush from Sigma is this one. It is called the Powder Sculpt F44. So I love it because it's kind of a fan brush shape. It's a bit of a poofy brush, and then it kind of tapers in here at the tip. So it just does a really nice job of blending. And let's go ahead and use this to apply their powder bronzer. See, it's quite pigmented, so I have to be a little bit careful about applying it. I will say that I am very excited for Sigma to do cream bronzer. I feel like it's coming because they did do cream blush, so I'm waiting for cream bronzer. But look at it, is a nice bronzy vibe over here. So those are the two products that are my go-tos from Sigma when it comes to bronzing my face. Okay, next let's go ahead and really quick talk about my little set with Sigma. So about 2 years ago, okay, it hasn't been 2 years. It's about 1.5 years now. I got to work with Sigma and create my own little set. So in this set, I have 2 brushes. I have an eyeshadow palette as well as a blush. So I don't believe this is part of the spring sale, but I just want to mention it. It's always linked in my description box if you guys want to check it out. And if you feel so inclined, you can definitely buy it. And you can use a discount code. I have obviously one with Sigma. It's just KHMAKEUP 10. So just want to mention that. I have a whole video on it and everything, so you can check that out. But I do have lots and lots of eyeshadow palettes from Sigma. So let's start off with some of their latest. They did come out with quads last year. So we have 6 of them, and this is what they look like. I think I've done a look with almost every single one, but let me just go ahead and show them to you really quick. So this one is called Bon Bon. This one is called Blueberry Parfait. I feel like this is the most interesting color story of the quads, a little bit different. We've got Peach Pie. This one is called Tiramisu. This one is called Creme Brulee. And this one is called Caramel Apple, another one that has kind of an interesting color story, a little different from the Everyday Neutrals. Okay, then they did these palettes, which are 7-pan palettes and mini versions of some of their bigger palettes. So I don't know if they sell every single one of these, but I did include the Quarter Rosa, this 7-pan, in my set. So I do have lots of looks with this on my channel as well, if you guys want to check it out. But they also have the full-size versions of these. I think the Enchanted palette got discontinued, but this is what it looks like. And these are great if you don't want to carry the full-size palette around. This is the Nomad palette from Sigma Beauty. Here's the Warm Neutrals. And this is the Ambiance palette. So those are some of the 7-pan eyeshadow palettes I have from them. I also have some of the holiday palettes they've done in this format, but I don't think you can get those anymore, so I just wanted to show you the ones that I think are still part of their rotation. And then the year prior to the quads, I think they did these 9-pan palettes. So these are like their travel palettes, and I think they sold these at, was it Target? Or am I confused? I might be confused. Anyway, we have a bunch of these, so let me show them to you really quick. So this one is called Earthy. This one is called Beachy. We've got Electric Pink. We've got Jewels. We've got Spicy. We've got Ritzy. We've got Hazy. This is Rosy. This is Ivy. And here's Fiery. Okay, so I showed you some of the different sizes of palettes they have. So I believe you can score 40% off all of those. And then I do have the full-size palettes as well to show you guys. So I just grabbed a few. Here is the full-size Warm Neutrals. And what I love about the Sigma palettes is they all come with brushes, the full-size ones. So They're really nice brushes too, which makes it super handy for travel. This is the new Mod. A lot of people love this one because it's a mauve palette. Now, they don't have a ton of colorful palettes, which you guys know, big fan of colorful palettes. I fell in love with Sigma when I saw this palette. This is the original Quarter Rosa palette. It's such a beautiful palette, and this one launched kind of when those like fiery eyeshadow palettes were in, and I just thought this was the most beautiful packaging. They did such a good job with this one, so I just want to show you the full-size ones that you could snag as part of the sale. And then I believe their influencer curated sets, and I think the palettes too will be part of the sale. So I have two that are gorgeous. This is the Diana Saldana palette that they launched. I think this was in 2022. I think so, yeah. So I got to meet her because I got to go to Sigma headquarters. They're actually really close to me. They're in Minnesota, so I was able to go visit them. And then this is the Angela Bright and Sigma palette. And I think this one launched last year, so a little bit more colorful. The colorful shades in this palette are actually really lovely, but a lot of their colorful palettes are their Disney palettes, which are not a part of this spring sale. But just so you guys know, they do have other sales where the Disney stuff is part of it, so always keep an eye out, always be checking. And then, of course, I'm going to do an eye look today, and I decided I'm going to do it with the Ambiance palette, which is a really pretty neutral palette. And I am going out to dinner tonight, but I want to do something kind of simple. So I thought I would play with this neutral palette because I don't hate neutrals. I know I talk a lot about color on my channel, but I really don't hate neutrals. I just have very limited time when I'm doing my makeup. So if I am doing my makeup, I prefer to wear color because that's where my heart is. Okay, so we're going to start off with this shade called Oasis right here. And it's just a pretty mid-tone brown shade. And we're just going to blend that into the crease. Sigma has such beautiful pigmented eyeshadows, as you saw, that just blended so beautifully. I feel like these palettes are so slept on, but I also get it because I feel like a majority of the YouTube beauty community are also into colorful palettes, and especially if you're watching my channel. But I've been trying to talk a little bit more about my life on the weekends and stuff, and I have told you guys that, you know, I like to be a dance mom on the weekends, and when I'm dance momming, I love to just throw on a neutral palette and head out the door. Usually only one thing can look good, my house or me, so sometimes I choose me. Okay, next I want to use this shade called Sunspot, which is a dark brown, and I'm just going to use that same brush because when we're busy, when we're on the go, we don't have time to be picking up multiple other brushes. Although I did go through my brushes recently and I got rid of a lot of older brushes I have. I kept mostly my Sigma brushes, my Singe brushes, and then all the Japanese brushes I have. So a very few Sonia G brushes that I have, and just a couple of Wayne Goss brushes. I have some from What's Up Beauty. Okay, so I have the mattes on. Now I'm going to pick a shimmer shade. I really want to use this yellow gold color called Sunflower. This used to be like my jam in college. This was the eye look. Listen, if I wanted to go somewhere and I wanted to do my makeup, I was definitely doing this type of eye look. I was using like Urban Decay Baked and Half Baked on my eyelids. But this is a pretty shimmer. Again, you can't really expect like indie eyeshadows from Sigma because they do more of those kind of everyday, not everyday, they do like more mainstream kind of colors in their palettes. They are technically an indie brand, I should say that, but they are all over the world. And also, if you didn't know, it was started by a woman, and I got to meet her. She's so cool. The owner of Sigma Beauty is Brazilian. Yes, she's from Brazil. Her name is Simone. She's so cool. Really puts her heart and soul into the brand. and I believe her husband is the co-owner, but I got to hear straight from her mouth the reason she started her brand and all the things. So yes, I am biased because they are a brand that I have a relationship with, but I wouldn't tell you guys something was good. I would definitely not be taking time out of my day to make this video if I didn't think that these products were good quality and something that you could use in your day-to-day. So I'm doing this so I have content, so that I have this video for my channel, because every time there's a sale, I'm like, I should make a video, and then I never get around to it. So finally have some time to do it, so we're gonna do it. But that is the look, super simple. I'm gonna throw some eyeliner on. I don't think I have any Sigma eyeliners, so I'm just gonna throw on a black eyeliner and finish up the rest of this look. Okay, so eyeliner's on. Let's go ahead and finish up the lower lash line. Oh my gosh, a Sigma product I forgot to pull for this video that I literally just used. I use this every single time I do my makeup. I need to throw this in the dishwasher so it can be a little bit clean. But this is the Sigma Switch, and I think you can basically use any other silicone matte. I never have, but they launched this I think a couple of years ago, and basically it's a way for you to like clean your brush in between usage, like if I'm filming a look like this. And so I'm constantly dipping into that thing because I obviously switch colors all the time when I'm doing my makeup looks. So if you've been wondering if it's gimmicky, honestly, I don't think so. Okay, so I just finished up my makeup for the eyes off camera. I just threw on some mascara. I don't really have like a mascara favorite from Sigma, so I figured I'd just take care of it off camera. But now that the look is complete, I can throw on some blush and highlighter. So Sigma does offer a few different things. They have a blush palette like this one. I didn't grab the blush palette. This is their highlighter palette. But they do offer a blush palette, a highlighter palette, as well as a contour palette, especially if you're like a makeup artist. That could be a nice way to reduce the amount of products you have to carry around. They also have their traditional powder blushes as well as cream blushes. I believe they launched these last year in 4 shades, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key obsessed with them. So I just want to show them to you really quick. This is the shade Quarter Rosa, which they have a lot of products named after this particular concept. It's like Pillow Talk with Charlotte Tilbury or NARS Orgasm. So this is Quarter Rosa. We have Coral Dawn, which looks like this. I think this is called Pashmina. It's like a pretty pink. One of my personal favorite shades called Nearly Wild. And then they have their traditional powder blushes. I did include a powder blush in my set. So this is the shade Tiger Lily, and this one always sits on my makeup desk because every once in a while I'll throw it on when I'm filming a video. So I'm going to use that today, but I'm going to start off with the cream blush. Yeah, I've been using a different multitasker for cream blush over the last few weeks, so I'm just going to apply it. My little one is watching Cocomelon. Apparently we're very excited about something that's happening on Cocomelon, but anyway, I'm just going to quickly plop this on with the multitasker brush. Like I said, I love this for cream. It really lets me push the product into my skin. So that is the shade Coral Dawn, and then I thought I would go over it with Tiger Lily. So I've been using this Sigma brush and I've been loving it. It's called the Chisel Cheek F76 brush, and it's just like tiny, so it makes it really easy to put into other products that have a smaller pan size. And I love this blush, Tiger Lily from Sigma, because it's like a glowy blush. So I paired it with the Coral Cream blush on purpose because this is also a coral blush, and like, look at how pigmented and stunning that is. So that's my blush combo for the day. Okay, so like I mentioned, Sigma does have this gorgeous highlighter palette. I think they have another one as well, but this one has the most blinding highlighters. Obviously, if this is too much, they do have individual highlighters as well that look like this. And I know they came out with this palette before they did the individual highlighters, and I really think this is gorgeous, but you have options. So this is the Sigma highlighter brush. It is the FO3. I'm just gonna grab one of the shades in this palette quick to do my highlight. And as you can see, it's quite blinding. Don't even really need a highlighter with my mix of blushes here, but just to show you guys, of course, I want to throw on some highlighter. Okay, so I did throw on some setting spray. Sigma needs to make one, but I do have their setting powder, which I actually put in my Shop My Stash for the month of March. I had been kind of using some other powders and I missed this one. I have it in the shade Buttermilk and I really like this powder. It is not too drying, but it sets my face beautifully. So I'm just applying that under the eyes because I like to set under my eyes to make my makeup last longer, and same with my area around the mouth because I always feel like that's where my makeup wears off first. Usually I do this step before I spray my face, but low-key I got distracted, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is their focus, what is this called? The Soft Focus Setting Powder in Buttermilk. Huge fan, one of my favorite products from them. Okay, so before I finish off with a lip product, I do have to give a shout out to Sigma's brush cleaning products. So I love this. This is the Sigma or Sigmagic brush shampoo in the foam. It's 100% natural brush cleanser. So I love this. I usually have this with me all the time when I'm cleaning. I also have a really gross looking matte that I've had forever, but I did find a clean one in my stash. So I must have gotten this in like a goodie bag or something, but this is their clean matte and it's got these little suctions. So you can like suction it to your bathroom sink or your kitchen sink or wherever you wash your brushes. And it's got a few different textures that you can clean your brushes on. Now, do you have to have the Sigma one? Absolutely not, but if you get a chance to try it, why not? And then we have this little hand glove. I haven't used this one either, so I need to remember it because I'm in the process of washing my brushes, but you can use your hand and then just kind of scrubby dub all of your brushes with that. One of their like favorite products that I hear countless people mention is the Sigmagic. So I have a brand new one here with me. So this product is really cool because you suction this to your sink and then there's soap here. So as you wet the soap, it dissolves and it also has these little like bristles in them. And then you can clean your brush. So it makes cleaning your brushes super, super easy. I really, really think this is a very cool, innovative product. It's definitely not a necessity, but it does make an awful task like cleaning your brushes just a little bit easier. So those are some of their brush cleaning tools that I wanted to show you guys. So now we can jump in to a lip product. Okay, so I had all my lip product in here and I just dropped this, so now it's all a mess and it's everywhere. But they have quite a few different lip options. First of all, we have the liquid lipsticks that come in this type of packaging. They also have lip glosses that come in a similar packaging. I feel like I haven't really seen them do a liquid lipstick or a lip gloss in a while, but if you are eyeing any of the shades, this is kind of the packaging you can expect. And then they did their lip oils, which honestly, I don't love their lip oils. I know a lot of people do really enjoy them, but for me, I felt like they weren't hydrating enough. That being said, I haven't used this in a hot second, so I should probably try one out and see if I've changed my mind about them, but they have 4 lip oils. And then they recently came out with these Infinity Point lipsticks. These are so comfy on the lips, so if you're one of those people that's not a huge fan of lipsticks, you might really like these. The only thing I wish that Sigma would do is expand their shade range when it comes to these lip products, because a lot of them tend to be geared towards a more like mauve-y, rosy kind of color story, and I would love for them to add some brown shades. And then last but certainly not least, they do have these lip creams. There's a few more shades lying on the floor. I'm not about to crawl around looking for them. And I believe I did do lip swatches of these, but this is their version of the hybrid lip product that is a combination of lip gloss and a lipstick. I really like these. I am usually in a hurry doing stuff, so it's nice to have like a 2-in-1 product. So I'm just going to pick a shade and put it on. This is the shade. Oh my gosh, I'm so blind. Nomad. Okay. Oh my god. I'm just going to throw this on just to show you guys how easy this is. So that's how easy it is to apply these. It's nice and opaque, but it has that glossy look to it as well. These all have a really nice doe foot, and I really love this packaging. Again, my major complaint with these is that I wish they would expand the shade range. So my almost all Sigma look is done. I'm going to go do something with this hair quick, and I will be right back to show you the finished look and finish off this video. Okay, you guys better pretend that you don't see this crusty from earlier when I was feeding my baby a snack. So it's not there. Just pretend it's not there. Also, listen, okay, I missed my nail appointment and now I don't have one till Friday. It's a whole situation. Anyway, this is the finished look. I really like how this turned out. Now, I need to say this again, and I can't stress this enough. I always talk about very colorful, very bold makeup on my channel, so I feel like that's all you guys really see and expect from me. But sometimes when I just want to do makeup, like I said, I'm going out to dinner, I do something like this. Or if I have makeup on from when I've been filming, I'll just wear that makeup. Like, I really don't care. If I'm feeling something colorful, I will go colorful. If I'm feeling like a bold blush, I'll do a bold blush. If I'm feeling like a neutral look, then I'll do something like this. So there is a space for this type of makeup in my collection. I do have a lot of neutral palettes. And the reason I love Sigma is their quality. Their brushes are excellent. They just have a lot of really well curated products that you guys might not see me talk about every day, but a lot of the stuff I do use on a daily basis, like that eyeshadow primer, love that stuff. So I do reach for a lot of this stuff on and off camera. And like I said, they have a lot of sales, so I wanted to make a video that you guys can always refer back to at least a few times this year. If they have other sales, I want to be able to post something that kind of just shows you their entire line, or at least the products I have. So I hope that makes sense, but I had a lot of fun playing with this makeup. I will link everything that I used and spoke about down below for you guys in case you want to shop. Most of those codes will be affiliate codes, and if you use them, thank you for helping support my channel. I also really quick just want to let you guys know a little bit of information that I got about the sale so that you kind of understand how everything's gonna work. So the sale runs through March 26th, so you do have some time to shop. The code is SPRING, all caps, I think. I guess you don't have to. Anyway, I'll put it on the screen. It's just SPRING. And this will apply a 40% discount to all makeup, all brushes and sets, and all brush care. This excludes Disney influencer sets and Spectrum Color Correcting Duo, which I kind of talked about at the start of the video. All influencer collab products will be 30% off, including curated sets, which I'm kind of confused about because I'm like, do they mean my set? Because I don't think it applies, but I don't know. Either which way, you can get all this other stuff for 40% off. So figure why not? And then you also get a deluxe gift with a order of $100 or more. And this potentially includes 5 full-size items, which is really cool. So you can't use my affiliate code on top of the code SPRING. But again, I just really like this brand. I had some time to film a full face. They're doing a good sale, so I thought, why not? So I hope you enjoyed this video. It could have been kind of boring. I totally get it, but sometimes we need these types of videos so we can see everything, because you can't really go to a Sigma store and see these products as easily as you could some other brands. So hopefully you guys got a little bit of an idea of what to expect. I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, friends!